One of the very important realities of our lives is that we live in a world that's highly diverse, not just in terms of race, but also in terms of ethnicity, gender, age, and religious preferences. So the question that arises is that how can organizations make the most of such a diverse workforce? And that's precisely what we try to grapple with in our current research, which is managing diversity at work. And special focus of this paper has been on racial diversity. Now, with regards to racial diversity, many scholars have already written a lot about it. And what most of the scholars say that if organizations are able to create a climate that is supportive and appreciative of diversity, then we can motivate our employees to do a good job in their work and non-work roles. But what the current research has been silent about is how can a diversity climate impact what goes on in the mind of the employee. So before an employee takes up a work role or a non-work role, what goes on in the mind of that employee in a given diversity climate? And that's what we try to pinpoint in our current research. And the psychological mechanism that we look at is called psychological safety, which means the freedom to express your true self without any fear or apprehensions. So what the model of the study looks like is that diversity climate, which is supportive, leads to psychological safety, and that psychological safety further motivates employees to do a better job in their work roles. And that's precisely what we found, that psychological safety is a key underlying variable in the relationship between diversity climate and worker performance. Another important thing that we found in the study is how these relationships differ based on an employee's race. Now, with regards to diversity, there is a very popular adage that one size doesn't fit all, and that's precisely what we found. And we found the relationship between diversity climate, psychological safety, and further between psychological safety and employee performance varies depending upon what racial category the employee belongs to. So that's the summary of our findings, and I'm glad that this paper has been accepted for publication at the Journal of Occupational and Organizational Psychology. And I hope that the findings of our study will not just benefit the researcher group, but will also benefit the organizational practitioners.